A business consultant came to me last fall feeling good about her numbers. Her revenue was up, her P&L looked strong, she had 108,000 in accounts receivable, invoices that were sent and outstanding, and she felt like she was sitting on a pile of money that would show up any day. She was about to find out that $43,000 of it was gone. Not technically, the invoices still existed, the clients still existed, technically, but the reality was that money was never coming in, and it had been inflating her financial picture for over a year. I'm Bev from bookkeepingcoach.net and Can-Am Bookkeeping. In 30 years of bookkeeping, accounts receivable is one of the biggest financial blind spots I see in small businesses. Most owners know their AR balance. Almost none of them know how old it is. And age is everything. Let me show you what was going on with this client. She ran an independent business consulting practice, about 620,000 in annual revenue, project-based work, strategy engagements, team assessments, leadership coaching for small to mid-sized companies. She invoiced on net 30 terms. Most clients paid within 45 days. She thought the rest were just slow. When I pulled her AR aging report, which breaks down outstanding invoices by how old they are, here's what it showed. Current to 30 days, $41,000. These were fine. Normal invoices, clients who pay, 31 to 60 days, 24,000. A few slow payers, but probably collectible with follow-up. 61 to 90 days, 18,000. Starting to get concerning. These clients had been billed 2 and 3 times. Some had stopped responding. Over 90 days, 25,000. This is where the real problem lived. She had clients who hadn't paid in 4, 6, even 8 months. One invoice was 11 months old. She'd never written any of them off because she kept telling herself they'd pay eventually. Here's the breakdown of that 43,000 in effectively uncollectible receivables. One client, a startup she'd done a 6-month engagement for, had gone out of business in the spring. They still owed 14,200. Gone. 3 clients had invoices over 6 months old with no response to 3 follow-up attempts. Total, 17,800. 2 clients were disputing portions of their invoices, disputes she'd avoided addressing because she hated conflict. And realistically, she'd collect partial amounts, if anything. The total at risk, 11,000. None of that 43,000 was going to come in, but her balance sheet still showed it as an asset. Her P&L had already recorded all of it as revenue months ago, because on an accrual basis, revenue is earned when the invoice is sent, not when it's collected. She'd paid taxes on some of that income. She'd made business decisions based on the financial picture that included the 43,000 that didn't exist. And here's what an aging AR also told me. Her follow-up process was essentially non-existent. Invoices went out, reminders went out occasionally. After that, she hoped. With no systemic follow-up and no policy for when to escalate or write off old receivables, just accumulated quietly, inflating her books while her real cash position deteriorated. AR management isn't about being aggressive with clients. It's about having a system, because a system is what separates a collectible invoice from a write-off. First, pull your AR aging report every single month. Not the total balance, the aging. You need to see the 0 to 30, 31 to 60, 61 to 90, and over 90 buckets separately. An AR total that looks healthy can hide disaster in the over 90 column. Second, set a follow-up schedule and stick to it. Day 35, friendly reminder. Day 65, formal notice that the account is past due. Day 90 is your decision point. A payment arrangement, dispute resolution, or collections. If you have no schedule, you're hoping instead of managing. Third, address disputes immediately. An invoice a client is unhappy about doesn't get paid by ignoring the unhappiness. The longer you let it sit, the more the relationship deteriorates and the less likely you are to collect anything. Pick up the phone. Resolve it or negotiate it, but don't let it age. Fourth, write off uncollectible receivables before they distort your books. This is one of the hardest things for business owners to do because it feels like giving up money. But leaving uncollectible invoices on your books inflates your assets, distorts your revenue picture, and can cause you to make decisions based on money that isn't coming. Write it off, take the bad debt deduction, and move forward with an accurate balance sheet. Fifth, review your payment terms and your credit practices. Are you offering net 30 to every client without a credit check? Are you doing large projects with no deposit requirement? Your AR problems often start with how you structure the engagement, not just how you follow up afterward. Sixth, look at your top 10 AR balances by age every single month. The 80-20 rule applies here. A small number of clients usually represent most of your AR risk. Knowing who they are and addressing them specifically is more effective than broad reminders sent out to everyone. So if you have outstanding receivables and you're not sure how old they are, what are your options? Option 1, keep looking at your total AR balance and assuming that the money is coming. This works until it doesn't. And when you finally look at the aging, you may find that a significant portion of what you thought was an asset is actually a loss you've been carrying for months. Option 2, pull your AR aging report today and go through it line by line, identifying anything over 60 days. Make a list of clients and start making calls. This is free and it works, but without a system behind it, you'll be doing the same cleanup in 6 months. Option 3, learn how to build a real AR management process with aging reviews, follow-up schedules, dispute protocols, and write-off policies, so that uncollectible invoices get caught early instead of accumulating quietly into $43,000 surprise. Your AR balance is only an asset if the money is actually going to come in. Knowing the difference between a slow payer and an uncollectible invoice is one of the most valuable financial skills a business owner can have. If what you just heard sounds familiar, you're in the right place. At bookkeepingcoach.net and Can-Am Bookkeeping, we have courses designed specifically for small business owners who want to understand their numbers, protect their business, and stop finding out about expensive problems too late. Step-by-step training from 30 years of real-world experience. No judgment, no jargon. Just practical knowledge that saves you real money. Head on over to bookkeepingcoach.net and Can-Am Bookkeeping and find the course that fits you where you are right now. The link is in the description below. Subscribe for more QuickBooks and financial management tips, and I'll see you in the next video.